Hello. Day 18. While Balthazar was at the market choosing embellished velour ribbons and embossed foil wrapping paper, Caspar was sitting on the ground, finishing a lengthy note to the apprentices. He felt he had one or two important things to get across that Balthazar might have left out in his in his previous letter. He was also hoping that by sending extra instructions, he would appear extra thoughtful and authoritative to the apprentices. Caspar folded up the letter, neatly wrote the address on it, and then put it on the floor next to him to post later. Just then Melchior arrived with his arms full of the most succulent-looking leaves that he could find, with the odd flower thrown in for good measure. "You spoil those camels," Caspar observed. "Oh, but they're such hard workers," gushed Melchior, "taking us all the way from the east over field and fountain, moor and mountain." Of all the wise men, he was the fondest of the camels, as well as being slightly prone to exaggerating the achievements of Kevin, Gary and Wayne. He put the greenery down on the floor for the camels to gaze on, and then busied himself with packing away the camels' camping equipment. "I can't wait to stay in a proper inn tomorrow night," said Melchior excitedly as he tidied away the last tent pegs into his bag. "Yes, I do love inns. You meet some interesting people, and people in inns just love to hear my little speeches full of wisdom," mused Caspar as he rolled up some manuscripts and stowed away his writing equipment. "Right, I think that's everything packed. We'll just wait for the camels to finish their leaves, and then we'll be off and collect Balthazar from the market. Then onwards towards Bethlehem," said Melchior. "Is your letter ready? We can post it on the way." But the letter was nowhere to be found. It wasn't in any of the bags, nor was it anywhere in the pockets of the Magi's voluminous swishy robes, or rolled up in any of the manuscripts Caspar had been perusing. After several minutes of fraught searching, Melchior helpfully asked, "Where did you have it last? Where did you last have it?" "I was sitting on the floor here. I put the letter down next to me, and then you came along and put the leaves for the camels on the floor." Simultaneously, Melchior and Caspar turned their heads towards the camels. Both Gary and Kevin were sitting contentedly on the ground, chewing a mixture of leaves, flowers, and "My letter! Spit it out!" shouted Caspar in alarm. Using a mixture of gentle persuasion and stern commands, Melchior managed to prise open the jaws of both camels and extracted the various pieces of masticated missive. "It's just in pieces, just single words of soggy bits of paper. It's ruined," howled Caspar. "Well, you're the wisest. I'm sure you'll think of something," said Melchior sullenly, wiping away camel spit and green goo off his hands. Now, this turned up in the boys' exam last year. So you've got the questions here, you've got the answers here, so everything's there. I'll just do a few pointers to go over it. Let's have a look. It says, help Caspar put the pieces of writing back in the right order. In each question there are enough words to make one complete sentence, with one word left over at the end. Now, the thing is, you'll notice that the sentence will always start with a capital. So rummage around looking for the capitals. We've got quite a few here. We've got dummies, please, camel, management, and for. The last word will be the word with the full stop at the end. So what I suggest is that you sort of play with it. I'm going to start management. Management of what? So you're looking for something that doesn't work, doesn't it? Now, what about please? Please. Now it's got you have a verb, doesn't it? What about please return my Magi camel. But the camel's got those speech marks. Let's try again. Please hide my... Oh, I've got it. My copy of... And then open speech marks. Camel management 4. So that would be, that's why that 4's got a capital, because it's part of a title. For dummies, close speech marks before the other magi return. So the word that's left out is mine. Can you see how to sort of break it down? Now let's have a look at number 2. We can see that now check is the only word that starts with a capital, so I think that's going to start it. And room is going to be the last one. So get a pencil and just put a line through the words that you're fairly certain of. So check that spiders have what? We need a verb, don't we? Snuck or hid. Spiders have hid. No, it doesn't work. Have snuck where? Into my room. Oh, and that leaves a no left over, so that would make more sense. So check that no spiders have snuck into my room. So the leftover word is hid. Number 1, I should have said the leftover word was mine. So number 1, the leftover word was mine. Number 2, the leftover word was hid. Can you see how to chew it over? But I think you definitely need to do workings on this one. Right, number 3. Again, there's only one word starting with a capital, so that's got to be it. Dust. Now you've got to dust something, haven't you? Dust my book on the desk. Dust my study, then take, then leave. Leave. Do you know what? I couldn't see that because my pencil resting on it. Then leave the most complicated looking book on the desk. Oh, we've got an out left over and then a take. What about leave the most complicated looking book out on the desk? And then takes the leftover word. See what I mean about sort of chewing it through backwards and forwards. So what have we got for number 4? We've got start writing a catchy song about my adventures to Bethlehem. Start writing a catchy song about my adventures. We've got to use that star, the following the star to Bethlehem. So let's see, what's the word that we've got? Sung. Sung's the missing word. The next one, wise weekly sayings. Sayings of the Wise Weekly. No, it doesn't. We're going to have too many words there, aren't we? Don't forget to order. That's it. To order the next Wise Sayings Weekly. Can you see? Because that's got the speech marks around it. Let's have a look. What are we going to do with the copy next? Let's try this one. Don't forget to order the next copy of Wise Sayings Weekly. And then I guess really is the odd one out. Be prepared to sort of get it wrong, right? Last one, number 6. We've got put with a capital. Put. So you'd put something, wouldn't you? Put home. No, put. Let's look for another noun. Put something. Or put the. Oh, yeah. What about, yes. Put the camels on a strict diet as soon. Oh, there's another as there. As they. Is there a get home? So feeding was the wrong one out. Happy with how we got there. Do make sure that you're doing it. There aren't many people doing this, so the fact that you're here doing it puts you miles ahead. So be very proud of that. This did turn up last year. Can't promise that it will turn up next year, but it's a tricky one if you haven't come across it before. But remember, the punctuation's there to help you. So any commas, speech marks, they can close a bit, full stop, capitals. Should all work out. Bye.